One storm, one stranger, one chance at love she never expected. The wind howled across the Wyoming plains like something wounded and angry, carrying sheets of ice and snow. Silas Brennan pulled his collar tighter and urged his horse forward, though every instinct told him to turn back toward the warmth of his cabin. The cattle had scattered when the storm rolled in, and he had already lost 3 head to the ravine near Miller's Creek. He was about to turn back, when he saw something that made his heart stop. A figure stood beside the old stagecoach stop. As he drew closer, the shape became clearer. A woman. She wore a thin traveling dress that offered no protection against the brutal cold. Silas dismounted before his horse had fully stopped, his boots crunching through the snow as he ran toward her. Her eyes moved. They were green, the color of spring grass, and they held more pain than Silas had ever seen. He pulled off his heavy coat and wrapped it around her shoulders, then lifted her into his arms. She weighed almost nothing. When they finally reached his home, Silas carried her inside and laid her on the rug in front of the fireplace. He added wood to the dying flames and watched them roar back to life, casting orange light across her frozen features. Hours passed before she finally opened her eyes again. "Where am I?" Her voice was barely a whisper, cracked and dry. "My cabin," he said, "about 4 miles from where I found you. You were standing in the storm like you were waiting for death." "I came here to be married," she said. A man named Bernard Whitmore placed an advertisement in a Boston newspaper. He took one look at me and said I was not what he ordered. He left me standing there with nothing. Silas felt the anger rise. 3 days. She had been out there for 3 days, wandering in the cold with nowhere to go. The storm lasted 3 more days, trapping them inside his small cabin with nothing but each other for company. Slowly she began to open up. She told him about her life in Boston, about the factory where she had worked since she was 14. "You are not like other men I have known," she said. Silas smiled, though it felt strange on his face. When the storm finally broke, Silas knew he should take her to town. But he did not want her to leave. "I should go," she said. "I have imposed on your kindness long enough. You have given me more kindness than I have ever known. I have a heart that I thought had stopped working years ago," Silas said, "but it seems to have found a reason to beat again. All I have is this land, these cattle, and a heart that is yours if you will have it." When she kissed him, it was like coming home after a long journey. Silas wrapped his arms around her and held her close. They were married in the spring in the small church in town. The whole town came to see the mysterious woman. "You saved my heart, Silas. You made me believe that love was not just something in stories, that it could be real." Outside, the Wyoming wind blew soft and warm, carrying the scent of spring flowers across the plains. Inside the small cabin, 2 hearts beat as one, proving that sometimes the greatest love stories begin with storms and pain. The lone cowboy and the abandoned bride found something more precious than gold. They found each other,